Oh, we're back. Apparently, I lost that fumble. I was fumbling when the game went out and wasn't sure if I was going to recover it or they were, but apparently they have recovered it. And we changed uniforms as well.
Quick uniform change.
Yeah, they say a lot of things happen at the bottom of those fumble piles, but I didn't know everyone would undress and yeah.
Some modern garbage uniforms, especially the Jets. I don't mind the Broncos.
Oh, that's a reverse in that.
Oh,
They should do that more often. They lost 10 yards on that reverse.
It took a while, but Ron Miller is 7 of 9. It took a while for him to decide to throw the ball.
Who?
Ron Miller. Oh, and the guy receiver drops it. Boylan.
No, come on, Maynard. Wood 6 of 6.
Munn breaks a tackle of Burkett only to find Shinnick on his back. 3rd and 12.
This is the kind of stuff I love, that Len Dawson can be like 11 of 21 with a couple interceptions, but then Tick Wood comes in and can't throw an incompletion.
Wayne Munn shaking some tackles, but it's still 4th down.
Another completion, another wide open guy. We have our sliders set at like all 50, right? We didn't touch them at all?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Because it makes no sense to me. Willie Wood's now, or Dick Wood's now 8 of 8 with a touchdown pass. But the guys get wide open all the time on certain games. Other games, it's normal. But sometimes it's like no matter what coverage I call, they're all, not one guy, like 4 out of 4 receivers are wide open. And I don't get it because when I do any of those sim practices and stuff, the game looks really good if I'm not controlling either team. Like they make nice passes, realistic passes, everything's great. And then
we're at the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is Baltimore 28, Jacksonville nothing. I've now gone 7 quarters and 12 without giving up a touchdown.
That's in all games combined, or the Colts?
In week 12,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't give a touchdown to Minnesota last night, and I haven't given up one to Jacksonville so far. And I know that I jinxed myself when I did it last week, and I'm doing it on purpose this time. Unitas from the end zone throws Hawkins 1st down, and Hawkins dances for no fucking reason and only gets 1 yard pass for 1st down. But it's still 1st down. And that might be the Unitas' last pass, depending on if we face a 3rd and 1. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Because now we're into Vinny mode.
Good old Vinny mode.
Moore with a nice shift, 7-yard pickup, 15 carries. Colts are 25th in total offense, 303 yards today. Second and 4. Pick up another viewer. Welcome to Sacred People. You might hear another voice in the background. Don't worry, it's in your head. It'd be Phantom Player on his channel.
Come on, Taylor. There it is. Touchdown.
Does not get the 1st down. So it's 3rd and 3. Now the big question. Do I run or do I pass?
Well, it was no score before the uniform change, but now we've each gotten a touchdown afterwards.
minutes to go now.
The Raiders took the lead on Tampa Bay 7-3. Okay, here comes the immortal Dick Wood. Nine for 9. I put 8 guys in coverage, and the guy still got wide open. So now I will blitz and get no pass rush. I'm not going to blitz because they have too many. Dang it. My X Factor is on him, and he's still getting wide open.
We're under 5 minutes to go. Oh my God! Former Buffalo Bill and Denver Bronco, John Yacino. Second and 100 yards rushing now for more. Adjustments.
2-minute warning. Hey, there's finally some coverage and his first incompletion.
Laura gets the first down. Well, hello, Nerd Plays Games. How are you doing today?
That was that directed at me?
No. Are you a nerd? No, it's a guy's handle.
Okay. That works. Did you throw your headset across the room?
I dropped you, and then right as I was picking you back up, I noticed I had 1 second to snap the ball, and Tony Lorick rips off a 15-yard run.
Look at me! Door!
Where are we? Well, this is the 1964 roster, so the Jaguars, of course, don't exist. So they're made up of Easter eggs, which would be 18th or 19th century pro wrestlers and retired players from the early 60s. We're under 3 minutes to go in the game. And you might hear Phantom Fighter. He's currently doing a game of 2 real teams, Broncos and Jets.
Yeah, not talking too much because these Jets are annoying and make me concentrate way more than I should have to.
Not anymore.
Oh! Taylor makes a great catch, but lands out of bounds.
19 carries, 106 yards for Lenny Moore. Yeah, I think we're going to be down at 2 minutes more. We'll hit
71. What are you doing?
Oh.
Come on, set, 8, read, recon, 132 fighter. Be grip.
Who wants to smoke?
Hustle. Jet to the ball. Get it.
All right, 2-minute warning. If Jacksonville does not call a timeout after this play, we will go into kneel formation. Well, actually, it's the first one. We'll see. No timeout.
Blue draw Corker.
Joe gets down to the 4-yard line.
On the set.
Too much time left to kneel it. There's 2 kneels. 2 kneels do not make a ball.
Joe fighting, and doesn't get in. Inside the 1, but not in the end zone.
You can play with motion. More running over, motherfuckers. Running more, showing his dominance. First down. And now it is time to squat on the ball.
60 Pittsburgh. You must be dreaming. Hey, 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 hey. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Echo.
And there's Taylor in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be the last play. As we will get under 40 seconds before I snap it. Unless Jacksonville burns the time out for no reason. Will not. So, Baltimore gets to 9-2 for this win.
We're 11 seconds away from halftime here.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. Before I end the broadcast, I will quickly go look at the playoff standings for the Broncos, or the schedules for the Broncos, Chiefs, and Colts.
The Broncos should have some easy stuff coming up because they have played a really hard stretch lately.
Let's do the secretary work here. Finish game.
It's halftime. Broncos trailed early, but they lead now 14-7. They have turned it over twice, though. Why should I even watch this? No, I'm not going to. It's going to be 3-0-0 games.
Dolphins, Chiefs, Saints, Panthers, and Bears.
Yeah, stupid.
All right, so the Colts' remaining schedule. Ooh, next week is Packers.
Packers, Colts?
Yep.
Wow.
Sunday night. Packers, Bengals, Texans, Oilers, Bills. You know, Chiefs. Dolphins, Saints, Jets, Buccaneers, Raiders, Chargers. Oh my goodness. And Broncos. Jets. Who are you playing now? Falcons, Texans, Dolphins, Buccaneers, Raiders. Well, it's set up for you nicely. You're going to be hit by the Jets. You should motor right to the Raiders.
I should. If I can get past the Jets.
In theory, you should be 13-2 going into that last week against Bears.
Absolutely remarkable that the Niners might, according to Madden, the 49ers might be the higher rated team between the Broncos and Niners, but they play so differently.
Thanks for joining us here on Sack of the Future. Tomorrow night, the showdown between the Bills and 49ers. God bless America.
Of course I miss him. Dick Wood of 11 of 12.
I don't know who to root for next week. I think I ought to root for the Packers because I got a better chance of Bears maybe losing a game somewhere than you do. I guess a lot of it depends on this game here.
There's Wood finally throwing a bad pass. So we've had one pass where my guys actually covered and one pass where he just threw it bad. That's his 2 incompletions. See, why is my X Factor always trailing Bake Turner? He's not that good. I'm okay when it's Maynard because, Hall of Fame and all that. But when it's the other guys, it's so frustrating.
Yep.
Hey, Stonewall. Must have came over from the old Colts domination.
Shellacking. Colts shellacking.
Of their convenient semi-pro divisional rival for the next 30 years. Don't have to play in a division where 8-3 puts you in last place.
No.
Although your Packers are in that division, then you're doing fine in it.
Yeah, like I said, that game next week is a tough one to pick. And then the Bills, or the Colts have the Bills later, and the Bills probably need that game. So I think I had to forget about a dream of both having 2 home field advantages. Can't get too greedy. I want to become the first guy to make all 4 in the playoffs.
Well, going into this week, I know Terry's had all 4 in, but then his Rams lost.
Yeah.
I certainly am not threatening to do anything like that with the 49ers at 2 and who knows what.
Well, hopefully I can keep them at 2 and who knows what. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll have to turn it over at least 3 times if you want to give me a chance. If you want to make things interesting for the fans.
I want to make things interesting to see if I can keep my touchdown streak going.
I mean, if you call that interesting, sure.
I'm currently at 8 quarters.
The Jets settle for 3. It's 14-10.
And then that's tomorrow night. Then Wednesday night, let me open up the old playbook here. Oh, some interesting games in the poll this week. I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but there's a few Bears games.
I have not looked. That
Bears-Packers
game the other night was pretty good, though.
Yeah. Bears-Eagles from 2000, Bears-Cardinals from 1990, Bears-Eagles from 1980. So I've got the cross-off games that haven't been played yet. That sucks. Oilers and Lions haven't been played yet. And Broncos-Jets is now, so I guess that's it.
Oh, there's a nice run by Joe. Billy Joe, 10 carries, 77 yards. Not too bad.
49ers, Bills tomorrow. Wednesday night will be Falcons. Oh, showcase. Falcons, Chargers. And Thursday night it'll be Eagles, Cardinals.
And then Stonewall just mentioned that the Cowboys and Bills are playing in 71.
Yep, that'll be Wednesday morning. So tomorrow I have my yearly physical to prove just how Vinny I am. I'm going to work a little bit on the 72 draft for my league with Stonewall. Rounds 5 and 6 get them prepped.
That was absolutely, I don't know what I was doing on that one. I did get the first down, but I almost screwed it up.
Since I don't do uniforms, it goes a lot quicker for our non-televised league.
Oh, yeah. There's no uniforms, we'd be done with like 4 decades right now.
Yep.
Although the ratings did take a while for that.
7-4 Bills versus the 6-6 Cowboys. We have some sliders issues and some. All of a sudden, All Pro was playing like Old Madden. Pro was playing like All Pro was playing like Old Madden. So we slid down a Pro.
Really?
And started playing like Rookie.
What did you guys do to the sliders?
Nothing, but it just went wonky. Of course, it's Madden 19, so I imagine that it's doing it on purpose.
Well, come on, hold your block for more than a second. Makes you wonder if Jerry Rice would have been any good without an offensive line. Because my guy was making the move. It was going to be a wide open touchdown if they could block for more than a second, but of course they can't. So. Oh, who's injured? Oh, it's a Jet. Of course, last time the Jets guy was injured, then the game reset itself and we changed uniforms and he wasn't injured anymore. So hopefully we don't have another situation here. I wish there was a ball you could just basically spike it, but to your closest receiver, because I saw that guy come through again untouched, and I hit the button as fast as I could, but he just can't get it out of his hand. I realize you wouldn't be able to complete it, but if you could just say, throw it into the ground. To get rid of the stupid thing. Let's see if I have more than a second on this through.
This guy just did nothing with the weights on offensive linemen. They're way over 300 pounds.
Who's
got
that?
all the names on? Oh, I don't know. Whoever did this original draft class.
Oh.
He did all the names right. He didn't do any uniforms, which is fine. I don't, it doesn't bother me. Numbers, he did the first round for numbers. He did heights, and then weights. He only did like the backs and receivers.
Well, just probably trying to cut corners wherever possible.
Yep.
So, that play that Taylor was going to get open for the touchdown, I ran it again, and this time they blocked for more than a second, so it was a touchdown.
No way.
So Taylor does know how to beat the corner on that play. If I don't know what time it is, but if I have time, I was gonna probably do that. I was gonna do my first real game of that 80s season.
Have you determined what you're doing?
I think I'm just gonna do it like I did with the best era. Just have the season play out and pick random games to throw. I mean, I'll play the Thursday night and Sunday night, Monday night games.
Go ahead. Make my day.
See who the best is, even though we all know it'll be the Bears. No, there's some good teams out there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears are the best, but it could be the Niners, could be the... I think the Bears are better than the Giants, but Lawrence Taylor, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's have to see.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Part of my thinking of doing this season is because I'm not really sure. I mean, I know that eventually we'll get more done, but it is hard sometimes to go through that. You know, like I was able to push through because we were close,
Yep.
you know? So I was like, okay, let me just do it for like 3 hours. I don't even care. I just want this done. But I'm not going to obviously do 3 hours a day. And sometimes it's hard to even get into it at all. So I don't.
I try to get an hour in, but it's not always possible.
Yeah, I think I would probably do an hour, but again, that's if, like, it's hard to do the hour and do, like, a Back to the Future game or something. So a lot of times if I play a game, then I'm like, well, I don't really have an hour anymore. You know what I mean? It's hard to do a game and an hour sometimes. And I'd rather use the hour to actually play than to edit, so we'll see. So I figured I'd do that season just in case. Because I was thinking about maybe just doing a quick tournament, but then it's all that work, and then it's over after a few games, and then it's, you know, who knows how many months before the next one's ready. So I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and do the whole season, and when the next one's done, it's done.
I gotta add a game to my poll. St. Louis Baltimore from 1980 just got added.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wonder how somebody's just hitting it. Oh, I read it right. I just couldn't get in front of it to pick it up. The Broncos are 10th in takeaways, but they've taken it away 0 times today.
I don't think it'll change my vote. I personally voted for Pittsburgh Cleveland that week. A little bit of cardiac kids. Hey, Stonewall, if you're still watching, have you got the app downloaded yet? Are you going to be able to ever join us in the watch party?
There we go. Jumping interception by the Goose. That should do it. I mean, it's not over yet, but it should be if I don't screw it up.
Well, right now I'm leading in that poll. I'm leading that. I can't believe Stonewall.
Oh, I finally get a great block on a run play, and Billy Joe is going to get caught from behind. No, he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Huge run right after the interception. That's what we like to see. And then Joe fires it into the crowd.
Denver's throwing a monkey wrench into things because all the champions from 1964 and the runners-up are all in the AFL, all 4.
Yeah.
And Denver, you know, Baltimore, Cleveland, Buffalo, and San Diego, and Denver's throwing this.
Oh, Stonewall says it will not download on his phone. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think anyone expected the, what were they, 4-10? 3-10-1, something like that. Broncos to have anything to say about it, but I don't know, man. When Mickey Slaughter's in there, I don't know if it's the number 7 jersey. We'll have to see when he changes numbers if the team just plays like crap for him.
All right.
Could EA have coded something in there if the Broncos quarterbacks were in number 7? You play your butt off.
The other thing he did is anybody that didn't actually play a snap, he put him into the undrafted list. Now, that's understandable, but I'm trying to put them in order.
Well, imagine if you were doing the whole thing from scratch. That's why even though even that 2000 set that aren't really dressed right and stuff, at least a lot of them are named. At least it's something.
Yep.
And like the early 80s teams
I
were
think
obviously
that's
a
what my
lot
problem
more.
is that, oh no.
What's that?
Oh, a coworker of mine, let me see without mentioning names because you won't watch this, has had in and out of a bad relationship.
Oh.
And
I already know
this
where it's
last
going.
one was finally out. He was clear sailing, things were good. All of a sudden he just changed his profile picture and it's got her football team on his
Oh, boy.
he's not a football fan, he's a hockey guy. And his profile picture, he's now wearing a football hat with her team on it. That's, I probably said too much here on YouTube, but I doubt he'd ever see it. So the Giants have signed Deion Lewis from the Titans. That's good because I'm no longer having to worry about posting that stuff to my NFL news. Thing is, I got demoted and I'm no longer an admin.
Wait, what?
I don't run all my groups. One of them I was a co-admin on that somebody else created. NFL Fanatics Club.
Uh-huh.
And because a lot of posts were getting doubled up, the original founder decided to go to a approval mode and took away my admin status so that I couldn't approve anything. So
Oh, I see.
I'm going to let him run. It's his club. I'm going to let him run it, and we'll see how long he does this. He wants more discussion, he says, so I'm good with that. You know, I understand that. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, Don Maynard. Freaking jerk. Alright, so he makes the catch, runs circles around my guy. Luckily, Billy Joe made that big run, so I don't have to worry.
Back to Conrad Dobler's the next player drafted. Okay.
There's a lot of big names coming in 65.
No,
If we
I'm
were...
on the 72. But
No,
yeah,
I know.
you're right.
I know.
So
Oh, crap.
I'll be trying to steal Conrad Daubler, that's for sure. Just so you know, Stonewall, since hopefully you figure out the free agency this year. Let's see. He thought he was doing free agency, but he was actually scouting rookies. So I ended up stealing guys from him.
Oh,
I didn't
boy.
realize he was on the wrong thing, so I feel kind of guilty at that. But at the same time, you know, I stole Cliff Harris and Ralph Neely from the Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah. I figured on my end that he decided not to re-sign them, or they decided not to re-sign with him, because that happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's going through everything on the to-do list before he plays this game, so he learns. Because we all got back into Madden late. When last time he had played Madden, shit, I think it was on Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There's a very short punt. And then it hits my guy in the head. He never did catch it, but I guess that downs it. Okay. Let's see if we can make Wood's stats look any better.
Bill Butler. There's always a Bill Butler. I even work with a Bill Butler. Running back. Did you hear I got through round 3 for dressing him for our league?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
That's modern round. That's not that that's so 32, 64, 96 guys.
Right, yeah, so.
That was 7 rounds plus undrafted.
Yeah, it's too bad that they only let the one person that puts it out there do anything to it. Turned me into the wrong guy again, but luckily I didn't just dive and fall on my face. Otherwise that would have been another quick touchdown. Dick Wood's almost over 300 yards. And now he is over 300 yards.
Okay.
My safety came running in. I didn't turn into him because I thought he had it. He comes running in like I got a beat on. He's going to pick it off and return it for pick 6, and he just keeps running himself out of the play, and it's an easy touchdown. No idea. If I would have tried to turn into him, though, it would have turned me into somebody else anyway. So.
Well, this guy didn't even do anything. 6'3", 248. Carl Johnson, he had him 6'7", 335. I imagine he wanted him to play more modern. Which I get, but...
Yeah, maybe he was doing it to just draft him into the modern league or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw some of the people. Every draft class that I've ever downloaded, no one's ever done the uniforms for, because it takes so long. So had any of the uniforms been done, though, I would have taken. I think someone had the '83 draft out there and stuff, and I would have definitely put that into the regular game. And okay, let's see how Marino and Elway and Kelly and all them do against modern players.
All of a sudden, it's not doing it the same way. It's making it harder.
That'll do it. The Broncos hold on to win 28-23, despite letting Dick Wood look like the greatest quarterback in Jets history. which he might be up until this point, I guess. But a win's a win, so it wasn't easy. I hate the Jets, but that knocks him out of the tie as well. So now it's a 2-team race, and I actually have a chance to knock the other person out of the tie, which is your Bills, but unfortunately it's my 49ers, so I highly doubt that's going to happen. But we'll see. That's one team I'm feeling good about with the schedule that remains. I'm feeling more and more confident that I'll have at least one team in the playoffs, and that will be the Broncos. Not the team I would have picked at the beginning of the year, but I'm good with it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Mickey Slider was 80%. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.